Okay, so how did your media product challenge, reinforce, or develop conventions of real media product?
So in my media product, it has challenged normal thriller films because it has a serial killer who is really young, and usually in thriller films we expect them to be older, over 18. And also the fact that we have a girl playing the serial killer makes the audience usually suspect that the male is going to be the antagonist, but we have changed this for our media product. And also for the protagonist is usually shown as the weaker opponent compared to the antagonist who's usually stronger. But in our media products we have the protagonist is also the antagonist. We have used several thriller conventions for our media products. For example, we have looked at Psycho. It has used an old setting. For example, it has looked at an abandoned house, and we imitate that convention by using a Victorian building. And this has helped us to establish the genre and the location. And also it makes the audience more aware about what type of film they are watching. And also we have looked at Cape Fear. This has been used as an inspiration for our music, because when we have Ivy Blue going up the stairs, we can hear that really tense and suspenseful music. And this is also like in Cape Fear, when there's really scary type of opening sequence of music as well. And it's more chilling, and this also relates to the genre that we are trying to make set out for our media product.
So who would be the audience for your media product?
The audience for my media product would be 15 and over, people who are 15 and over, as my media product has blood and it's shown in most of the scenes, and it can be quite terrifying. It can cause distress to young viewers, younger audiences, and we thought that it would be 15 rated.
How did you attract your audience?
We attracted them by using lots of thriller codes and conventions, so it links to the genre. And for example, we used clothes. For example, Ivy Blue, who is the main character, she uses dark clothing, which shows that she's the serial killer. And the fact that she's going up the stairs and wears bandages raises concerns, and the audience would be thinking, oh, why is she wearing bandages? Raises more of curiosity within the story.
Okay, but how did you use surveys then? So how did you respond to what people were saying about your sequence, and what did you include based on those surveys?
From the surveys, we noticed that all the people who participated in it wanted to see more of the final outcome of the product, so they would like for it to be a film. And this has shown that we have been quite successful, and more successful than the first draft.
What kind of media institution would distribute your product?
For example, Vertigo Films would be one, because they have distributed thriller films before, and they have also have many partnerships. For example, Protagonist Films, and they have, with these partnerships, they are able to show our media product on a larger scale, so we have more of a large scale audience.
How does your media product represent particular social groups?
For example, in my film, our opening sequence, we have 3 characters, and 2 of them have a gothic-y style to their clothing, which shows that they're represented into this gothic group. In our opening sequence, we have used specific shots to represent our characters. For example, with Ivy Blue, we have quite a few mid-shots. This is a way that we hide her identity. Like in 7, they don't show the face, they just show the hands, the fingertips holding the sharp objects. And same with my media product, we have only shown the back, and sometimes we have the feet, and showing the feet going up when she's going up the stairs. And that's how we've shown secrecy through the media product. And also we have Zoe, who is the bad presence. Like we see her in a mirror, and we see glimpses of her in our media product. And this dark clothing that she wears like has a reputation, as seen through the mise en scène, and that she's evil, like is quite an evil presence, and we're still unsure as the audience who exactly she is, and it builds mystery and tension through there, especially the quick glimpses that we see her in the mirror. That was like a really scary moment because it has that music as well. And also we have Marissa Castillo, and she has been represented by wearing pink, a pink jumper, and it shows that it reflects her personality, that she's good, she's an innocent character.
Reinforce or challenge any stereotypes?
Um,
Or girls, women or
For
girls?
I would say that girls are usually represented as innocent, and they're not really suspected to be the bad ones in a way. And in our opening sequence, we have used a lady to be the serial killer, which really like swaps around like characters' roles.
Good. And the final question. Looking back at your preliminary task, what do you think that you have learned from it? How have you developed as a filmmaker from doing your preliminary task to the full product of your opening sequence?
From the editing on Adobe Premiere, we have used many more editing techniques instead of just cutting and eradicating some of the scenes. We have used like fast pacing, cross-cutting, and it really has allowed us to try to create and make a better opening sequence.